Hi friends, Andy Vegan. I'm making ice cream on a blackberries in yogurt. I found these beautiful blackberries, see? And they're just worth a breakfast on their own. I could live on berries sometimes, I believe. These are the healthiest fruit we have, and fruit are the healthiest. Berries are the healthiest fruit, and blackberries and blueberries are the healthiest berries. So that is, you can't get it better. I love blackberries, found them on the market today, so we make it in a breakfast. Ice cream on top, and around the blackberries I make a yogurt. I have a cashew yogurt and a date mousse. Both have a video each under this video. Date mousse, blending dates with water. Cashew yogurt, blending cashews with water and bacteria. Acidophilus is the name of that culture. But I see that, show that all in the video. And it's very easy. It takes only one night for the bacteria to do their job in a room temperature, and then it goes into the fridge and you can store it and it gets more and more tart, the yogurt. And that's why I put a little bit date mousse. It makes the yogurt really delicious. I love that. And if you don't like it so sweet, up to you, or you put date mousse in the yogurt or not. I like that. And sometimes the blackberries have a little bit of sour flavor, and it's also very nice with the yogurt. So the blackberries go in. Show you again. It's a little casket. The blackberries, and the yogurt shouldn't be too thick. Yeah? Depends on how you make your yogurt. It can be thicker or thinner. Sometimes I have to add a little bit of water to make it runnier. It depends on the fruit salad I have. And today I also add Brazil nuts. Don't know why. It's a very, very nice nut. I love it. They're so hard to get them with a peel. It's hard to peel them. It's hard to crack them. It's really very hard. Macadamias are really hard, not even harder, but the Brazil nuts are also very hard. I always have them at home. Mom always brought them in the peel. I love to crack them. But try the same with macadamias. And the flavor is very special. I think it is because they have selenium. So one Brazil nut is enough selenium for a day. Selenium is not rare. You can find it everywhere. But in that high amount, so that you eat one Brazil nut, that you have the whole thing for a day, that's rare. Like pistachios, they have melatonin. So one pistachio a day is enough for the melatonin you need, and you need all these minerals and substances for very important things the body does every day. So sometimes I have a craving for Brazil nuts. I eat a whole handful or so. I guess that is because of lack of selenium. I always have some at home. Nuts are my staple food. I always have a variety of nuts at home. I try to bring them into my recipes always. This is very nice. They have raw nuts. You cannot even, there is a lot of fat in the nuts. Here, this is the blackberry, the Brazil nuts in the yogurt. See? It's a very simple recipe. Looking forward to this combination. How do the Brazil nuts work together with the blackberries? Surprise, let's see. I have the feeling. So now I get my ice cream. I make a vanilla ice cream. I'll show you the frozen bananas in a sec. Here, a big bowl. That is 3 or 4 cups frozen bananas. And you see the bananas are sliced. That's how I freeze them. The whole bananas should be very ripe if I use them for ice cream. Blitz ice cream. Blitz ice cream means I make them in a food processor fitted with the S.Blade. Because when you have a blender only, a power blender or a normal blender, then it won't be scoops, right? You want to make scoops right away, you have to have this tool, this kind of tool. Otherwise, when you have a blender, you make the same process. You process the bananas and put it in a freezer again for an hour or 2 or so, and then you also have scoopable ice. But That's why I call it Blitz ice. It's so fast because these S-Blades are larger, they got a better grip, and they're not so fast. So they don't melt them so fast. That's the trick. So the bananas should be as cold as possible. So I really take it out of the freezer right before I do it, right now. They go into the food processor. And I like to add cashew flour. It's the best flour for making creamy ice cream, nice cream. I found out when I was making the whole summer ice creams, I found, wow, it can make so much difference when you put nut flours in, walnut flour, hazelnut flour, almond flour. But the cashew flour gives it this special creaminess. You can take a lot because it's so soft and so gentle. The other flours are also it's very nice. Yeah. But that's very nice to make a banana ice cream with cashews. And today I add just a teaspoon vanilla powder. You can take any kind of vanilla to give it the flavor. This is the most fascinating flavor because to me I feel that the vanilla opens the space in my mind for all the other flavors. It has this space effect, so I can feel all the other flavors. Vanilla makes it so, and you can use it with chili or other flavors in sweet and savory dishes. Vanilla is an amazing flavor, very expensive right now. It's getting down a little bit, but it was due to problems with harvesting, so it's getting low a little bit, but it's still very expensive. So once in a while I enjoy vanilla. It's very nice. And vanilla ice cream, it's worth it when you have a blackberry, this kind of fruit. I thought vanilla and blackberry worth a try together, right? So Blitz ice cream, blender dance for Blitz ice cream. To give you an impression here, that's what Blitz ice cream looks like in the processor. I take the blades out. I can't process too long because then it melts again. That's what I want to avoid. And the colder the bananas are and the other ingredients, the more time I have, because the longer you blend, the creamier it gets, of course. Yeah, it's a mini-mix. Here, this is a perfect texture. And I put them right on top of the yogurt. With beautiful scoops. That's the fun part of it. Yeah. You don't need to make these scoops, of course. The ice cream is wonderful also. It's not so cold, but it's so much fun. I like it. So I try to figure out how to make these scoops, how my temperatures have to be, and it's not difficult once you know how to do it. Yeah, freeze it take it out as shortly before the processing as you can. The bananas should be really ripe when you freeze them. Freeze them into little slices because then you can take out portions and so forth. So these things are easy to remember. And then you have this. Looking forward. I miss my ice cream. I was traveling a little bit, so I'm really looking forward to this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Enjoy the endless vegan variety. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.